but those are my choices, and I'm very happy with those choices. And this is just my story. No judgment on anyone who has. I feel like I should have this disclaimer. No judgment on anyone who has engaged in sexual activities at any age. I don't give two flying. Okay, I really don't care. It's not my place to judge. Like, I'm not even that type of person. This is just my life and my story, so I'm sharing it here. Hi, I'm gonna show you my dress. Ooh, your girl has been getting skinny. I like it. Hold on, my tag showing. I like it. I look good, baby. Oh, that's actually my dad's song, and his song is actually I feel good. I feel good, baby. I feel good, 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 baby. Check my arms out. I'm really lean. My brother always makes fun of me because I show him like, oh, I got cuts. Check me out. He's always hating. This is actually a check to see if I wanted to film with this outfit in this video, and I do. So let's get into it, shall we? Just so you can see what I actually look like. I love Wayne. Okay. Oh, thirst traps. I mean, for those of you who actually know me in my personal life, you know that I've never had a boyfriend. That is actually by choice. For a long time, it was a lot of blocks subconsciously. I didn't know how to do the whole shebang. And now that I'm older and feel comfortable with just giving my heart to someone and feel healed in a lot of stuff that has to do with childhood, I feel ready to put myself out there in dating seriously. Now, don't get me wrong. I have talked to a plenty of men, okay? And have had interests and talking. I had a situationship. I hate that term. Because it is what it is. It is what it was what it was. It's the truth. It took this long to do this video because I was trying to see what information I would give. I was trying to see how comfortable I felt about it. I was trying to see if I even wanted to put it out there. Do I care to even share this? But I've talked a lot. I've talked in different videos. If you've watched my channel, if you've followed me for a long time, or if you actually know me, I've put out different little things about love and that I want and I'm manifesting. So let's talk about this. I actually just started to be a bit open about a few more things on my channel, like in public situations. But I am definitely an open book. If you know me personally, or if you befriend me in person, not just virtually, you'll know that my life is an open book, and I am very transparent. I'm very real. Yeah, so let's talk about it. Serious reasons why I've never dated. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Milan here, and from the title of the video, this is why you're here. I've never had a boyfriend. And that has always been a topic of discussion: dating, relationships. At a certain age, people expect you, society expects you to be in a relationship or have had a relationship, expects you to even have had sex already. Yes, I'm 28 years old and I'm still a virgin. Oh my God. And this is why I've waited so long to put out this video, or just to discuss this openly, because I didn't really feel like it was anyone's. It doesn't really matter. It's my choice. But I'm a content creator, so why not talk about it? Because I talk about lifestyle stuff and I talk about myself and my personal situation. I hope you understood that. This is a personal situation. I didn't script this video because I don't feel like I need to. And forgive me if it feels all over the place. Let's just start from the beginning. Obviously, I'm gonna start with my elementary, adolescent, teens, because that's like the foundation of everything and where it stems from. I've recorded plenty of times voice recordings to put out a podcast to talk about this topic, but I kind of just, I'm ready now. I feel ready to do it now. I feel comfortable to do it now. So when I was younger, obviously my parents had to talk with me like, your sister, I hear music in the abyss. I don't know. I'm outside filming on my patio, in the front patio, and I hear music from one of the houses around here. So I have siblings, and my eldest sister didn't date until she was in college. She studied to be a lawyer. She's a lawyer. But that's not the point. My dad brought up that point when I was younger. I don't think I asked him if I could have a boyfriend. I don't know. Maybe I mentioned a boy, because he was a boy, because I was a girl. A boy that I liked in elementary school. One guy in the 5th grade, Louis Cologne. Oh! I had the biggest crush on him, and it still has an effect on me. He was so cute. Yeah, and I overheard that he liked me, and he didn't do anything about it. So that was like the beginning of, what the frick, guy? Why didn't you do anything about it? Annoying. So it was 5th grade. I would never see him again, and I'm like, make a move. And I always fantasized and dreamt about, like, you know how those kid shows, I was like, I'm gonna kiss him on the last day. I'm gonna kiss him. I didn't do it. I was scared. But he didn't do anything either. And then 5th grade came and went, and that's it. That was the end of the love that could have happened, or the love that never happened. Ugh. And then I liked this boy on my block. His name was Dirty D. That's what they called him. I don't freaking know why. Because he was always riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty on his bike. Like, oh my freaking God. So they call him Dirty D. If my brothers watch this video, they're gonna laugh at me. You had a crush on Dirty D? I'm not even gonna give locations. Honestly, it doesn't even matter because it was so long ago. That was when I lived in Boston. My little crushes, yeah. And then I'm not going to disclose other names because I'm still, like, some of these people are still in my life. And you know, if you're watching this and you think it's you, it probably is you. That I had a crush on. Because we've had many of discussions, okay? It wasn't a lot. Not when I was a kid, it wasn't a lot. But, yeah. So, my ramble on my boy crushes. All my friends know I crush on boys a lot. Even now, I crush on a lot of boys. Men, not boys, men. So yeah, my dad said, your sister didn't date until she was in college, so I think you should wait. And it was fine. I was having a lot of feelings, and I was a girl, so there's that. So past that time, teenage years, past that time, adolescent years, I didn't date. I had crushes from afar, from a distance. I had guys that I was attracted to. Nothing happened with that. And that was Boston, and Boston boys are my kind of boys. They are. They really freaking are. Don't get me wrong, Florida boys, I like you too. It started to get hard for me in high school. Ninth grade, I actually had a lot of social anxiety, and I think that had a lot to do with it. I didn't know that that's what it was at that time, but now, knowing all the things that I know about mental health, I know that I had a lot of social anxiety, so that played a lot in my confidence when it came to guys that I had crushes on. So I'm like, I see him flirting with this girl, I see him talking to my friends. This is so hard. I can't do this. So I kind of gave up. A guy that I liked and that I was having interactions, just flirting, banter with, and it was evident that we both liked each other one summer in the 8th grade. I should write movies about my damn life because they're interesting. I think so. One summer in the 8th grade, just because I'm a great storyteller too. It was very fun. It was very fun to hang out with him. We would play basketball on the block, and yeah, I was always just one of the boys, but to him, I wasn't one of the boys because he lied to me. I grew up with brothers, so yeah, I was always one of the boys, hanging out with the boys, doing all the sporty tomboy girl things. Where did that term even freaking come from? Tomboy, tomgirl. Nothing came about with that, and yeah, that's a whole other story. Details don't matter with that. It doesn't matter. It got also difficult because I felt a lot of pressure, or pushback. What's the right term? It was really hard because of how my dad was. He was very overprotective. Not controlling. He wasn't controlling. He was very overprotective when it came down to boys. And I'm like, but we're literally kids. What can we do? It was always a big ordeal, a situation. If I was walking with a boy that came from my same damn bus and we lived in the same apartment complex, it was always just these little issues that made me feel like, am I not supposed to talk to these boys? Am I not supposed to be friends with them, flirt with them, like them? Can I have any interaction with a boy? So I think that really stayed in my subconscious mind. So there's that. So there's social anxiety part, the feeling is it even okay? Also, I felt like I was one of the boys, so my looks didn't really play to part. I didn't really get the whole thing, guys like my personality, but also how I look. I've always had a shape to me. I'm small, but I had a shape. I get it from my mom, but I didn't get the whole thing. I didn't understand that physical attraction. I didn't understand that concept because I was always one of the boys, and I have brothers, and they didn't look at me like that. So I'm all the boys, every boy is just like my brother. They're not looking at me because they think I'm physically attractive. I don't know. I didn't it's different when you are the only girl and your parents aren't really telling you about dating, and there's limited of information in this arena. So everything was just hard. Social anxiety, moving a lot. I just was dealing with a lot. And then I moved. So that's even harder. There's so many things that went on with me. And then I get stressed out, and so stressed that I get sick. So from adolescent years to teenage high school years, I didn't have the mental capacity to even think about a boy or a relationship, and because I was taking care of my health, I was sick, so that was a big chunk of my time. So now moving forward into teenage years, I still was dealing with a lot. I moved from Boston to Florida, and that took a toll on me. I got involved in a church, and of course I had crushes. Your girl always has crushes everywhere. Still a few guys that I talked to, guys that liked me back, I liked them, but that social anxiety part of me, I didn't know how to do it, and then there are a lot of things that now I know about psychology and subconscious mind and my beliefs, and also familiarity and patterns. that because I didn't deal with a lot of traumas, I was attracting familiar situations. You know, I was familiar with guys who didn't write me back or who weren't there, because honestly, as not to paint anyone in a bad light, but that was kind of like how I felt with my dad. It's a little tough, but they say you kind of, unless you do your best to work on it, you attract something that you're familiar with. Guys attract what they're familiar with, as far as like a mom or a female figure. If the male is into female, like I'm just talking about heterosexual men and heterosexual women, and vice versa. Women attracting someone like a male figure in their life, whether it's a father or a brother, you know, or a mentor, etc. Yeah, it's a lot. And this video, I'm gonna give it all. I'm gonna lay it all down because I'm here to be transparent, and this is what I want my YouTube channel to be. So this will be pretty lengthy, and I don't hold any. I held my dad on such a high pedestal. I was such a daddy's girl, and I loved my dad. I love my dad so much, but these were the patterns, okay? Like I said, I don't hold anyone to fault, but that's just the reality of what happened. And so that's what I was attracting. I was attracting those type of guys. And I was afraid of commitment. I was afraid of trust, because my mom and dad's marriage relationship didn't work out. And actually that was for the best, you know, but that's the example that I saw. Those are the examples, the familiarity that was laid in my subconscious mind. I think when I moved here, and that time there were like two guys that it was reciprocated from. Another, then in my first video, the one that I said in, not my first video, but in the video from a couple of weeks ago, talking about the time we were brought here to have this human experience to really feel. The person that I was talking about, that I was infatuated with, so go back and watch that video if you haven't seen it, so you can know what I'm talking about. The person that I was infatuated with took a lot of years of my life. He didn't take a lot of years of my life. I gave a lot of years of my years to this idea of being with this person. And there were a lot of transitions with that. The details I don't think I really need to get into, but so it's just a timeline to show, like, I'm 28 now. I'm kind of at the like 15-16 year mark, and just to show like a lot of my attention and years went to this situation and this person. So that took a lot of my time. In the in between, I like different people. Some people wanted to take me out. I just had my focus on one guy, and I couldn't see anything else. And those were just situations. I'll talk a little bit deeper about why I'm still a virgin. It's definitely by choice. It's definitely because I want to, but a little bit more than that. So yeah, there are plenty of guys. Now looking back, I'm like, wow, really great looking guys, fun guys that I just, in that time, because of all these situations, had a lot to do with why I wasn't aware. First of all, I was so unaware that a guy was flirting with me, or one that I will never, oh my gosh, my kind of guy. Like, I really liked him. This guy, when I used to work at Guitar Center, and if he still stumbles upon this video, You can reach out to me. I don't care. I used to know his full name too. So I worked at Guitar Center in the studio department, and there was a guy that would come in once a week. He was like studying, he was a medical student. He was really cute. Drummer. He came in to practice drums, and I was 21, just turned 22, just around that time period. And he would always just hang and talk, and I'm like, yeah, he's hanging and talking because he's here for the studios and lessons. And he would just linger. He would linger around, and like I mean, I found him attractive. I just was unaware. I was not picking up what he was putting down. I wasn't picking up on the signs. I wasn't getting it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was so oblivious. I was oblivious to my looks. I was oblivious to attraction. I was oblivious to this whole dating game. I think it was my upbringing and coming up in church and working in the church, and that's all I did was church communities. So I wasn't aware of how it was for a guy to show their interest or flirt. I didn't know. So there's like a handful of like, oh, your girl got it going on, but I'm like, damn. I could have dated him, I could have dated him. Obviously I got it going on, but I didn't notice. So let's digress here. Obviously there's nothing wrong with me. I used to think like, man, I've never had a boyfriend. What's wrong with me? People that I would work with, specifically, I think the people who really cared to know were older men, not seeking out to be in a relationship with me, but they would ask, so where's your boyfriend? You know? And I'm like, I'm not dating. I'm not in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship. And they're like, why? What do you mean? Look at you. I'm like, thanks. But yeah, no, I haven't. This is the reason why. These are the reasons why. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it with the whole dating situation. Now that I'm aware, now that I'm confident, now that I've healed from a lot and childhood post-traumatic stress disorder, I said the whole damn thing, childhood PTSD. I'm ready to date. I'm ready to be in a relationship. Not just dating. I'm actually ready emotionally, mentally to be in a relationship, to even feel like I can handle it. I guess I was unintentionally flirting and talking to guys, but I always got to a point where I got scared with commitment. I got scared because being not sexually active, and that's not something I wanted at that for a long time. Up until this point, when I was younger, it had everything to do with my beliefs. Like I wanted to wait till marriage. Definitely it was like a something that was laid foundationally from church. And then so that's what I stuck to. I was like, I want to make God proud, all of that. And then when I was just like in my mid-20s, I was like, you know what? I honestly, now I'm at a point where I definitely don't, because I don't want to have kids and I don't want to have an STD. So I'm definitely not going to have any sexual interactions. And then still, there was another part of me, and I got to pinpoint this with my therapist. I talked to him. I didn't know a lot of things about a lot of things, especially in the romantic relationship arena. I didn't have many experiences, so that made me not so confident with men that I found very attractive, and I know that they were really sexually heightened. So it made me not even want to engage in this interaction or situation, because I'm like, I feel like that they're going to want or like desire sexual things, and I'm not gonna do it. One, because I haven't done it and I don't want to, and it was really hard. It sounds very simple. I don't know if it sounds simple, but it was very complex for me because that was very important for me. Like waiting till marriage. Not now, not in like a religious sense. Now because like that's the choice. I don't want to engage in any sexual interactions if I don't feel one attracted, comfortable, like this is going to go the long haul. You know, I have different views about sexual relationships anyways. Now, I think still I would probably want to wait until marriage or being in a very serious relationship where I feel like very attracted to this person emotionally, physically, mentally, all of that. That's what it was. This is the first time I'm actually discussing it because I actually was able to admit that to my therapist a few months ago. That was like, yeah, a few months ago I was able to actually pinpoint that and speak that out. So I've obviously never said that to anyone. Yeah, and I think all those things and my lack of experience made me very nervous. Very nervous because yes, I'm an attractive woman, I'm fit, I'm fine, I'm sexy, I probably exude, I don't know. You tell me, do I exude sexual energy like that? I don't know. There are times when I know I got it, okay? But there are times when I'm just like, I'm chilling, I'm comfortable, I feel beautiful, but like I'm not thinking about any of those things. Like, how do I look? Am I exuding this sexual energy? You know? I think sexual energy is definitely natural now that I've learned a lot about it. I'm very intellectual in a sense where I was like, I need to understand this feeling. I need to understand sexual desire. I need to understand this. I have had zero experiences and no one teaching me these things. So how the frick am I gonna feel comfortable in engaging in any sexual act with a man if I definitely don't understand? So hell no. No. I want to understand it. And I've done a lot of research about dating. I've done a lot of research about the body, and I've been able to find really good educators, medical explanations. Like, it's kind of like I was a kid again, or a teenager. Like, I should have learned this a long time ago, but I'm not judging my story. I'm not judging myself. This is my process, and that's just, it is what it is. So I was able to find really good sex ed videos to learn about this stuff. And I'm like, wow, they put it in a really great freaking way. They put it in really great medical terms so that way I can understand what it is. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm glad I stumbled upon it. That's all I have to say about that. So, I mean, where I'm at right now, I think I watched yesterday, they say that a woman in her mid to late 20s is in her sexual prime. I can definitely say, like, hormones are working, and it's something that, like I said, I'm honing, transmuting sexual energy to work in my benefit. It gives you extra energy. It gives me like a oomph of energy. It makes me feel attractive. It makes me feel desirable. It makes me feel like I have a lot of energy and I'm working in flow. I'm not even forcing it. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's why I've never dated. That's why I've never had sex before. But like, I'm very educated, I'm very mature, and not naive at all. But those are my choices, and I'm very happy with those choices. and this is just my story. No judgment on anyone who has. I feel like I should have this disclaimer. No judgment on anyone who has engaged in sexual activities at any age. I don't give two flying. Okay, I really don't care. It's not my place to judge. Like, I'm not even that type of person. This is just my life and my story, so I'm sharing it here. So your girl's single. I don't even use that term. I'm in the minglehood. I'm in the mingle phase, you know. I am here to enjoy life and experience. I really am grateful for a lot of YouTube channels that have allowed me to shift my focus and shift my understanding on relationship and desire and flirting, and that world. A big thanks to, I mention them a lot in my videos, but Sham Booty and Jared Brady, on their very beautiful approach on life and love, relationship, dating, sex, mature, fun information. Yeah, I'm really happy I've had those tools and resources to help me shift and attract better and communicate better and to engage better and to flirt better and just all of that. Like, I can't say that now that I've put this out, my YouTube channel is going to turn into a dating channel. It's not. I don't know. Maybe it will. Who the hell knows? But this space is fun. I can say I am enjoying my life right now. I can't say that I've gone on an actual date. Like, when I think about an actual date, I think about a man asking me, do you want to go out here? Do you want to hang out here? Do you want to go out for dinner, for a drink? That's what I think about. And actually following through with it is what I consider a date. I've hung out with guys. I've hung out in groups. I'm really fulfilled, even with friends, events, travel, my work, my career. I am getting to a place where I'd love to start seriously dating and actually experiencing that and enjoying this fun time in my youth, in my prime. You know, I'm thirsty. Hold on. Wow, this is a very honest video. I'm just gonna edit it and then put it up and then run away. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be honest. That's what I have been doing in this video and a lot of my videos. But yes, that's kind of it. That touches on everything and where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now is, yeah, I'm on dating apps. I'm reaching out to people. I'm making it as evident. I think maybe I can do better at it, but I'm making it as evident as possible to let someone know, like, yeah, I think you're attractive or I'm interested. So yeah, go ahead, take a shot. Take a shot. It's okay. I won't reject you because I feel the same way. Type of deal. Yeah, so breathing. That was a lot. That's it. I think this time in my life is very fun, especially with the traveling, making my music, building my career. It's very fun. Interacting with people, going out to events, flirting is fun. I'm discovering myself in this new light and accepting that it's okay to be obviously it's okay to be sexually attracted to someone. I just needed to have that experience for myself and that understanding for myself. Like, it's definitely okay, and exploring what that means and what that looks like. So there's that. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, drop hearts, the 2 pink hearts in like this one in the comment section. Thank you for listening. Is there anyone out there who can relate to me? Regardless, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe on my other channel, Milan's Muse, so you'll never miss a Music Monday video. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.